Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today LEGO has revealed, I believe it's the 5 new Avatar The Way of Water sets. I think there's 5. I'm 90% sure there's 5 and not 4. We just got names for these earlier today, or I guess yesterday at this point. I'm filming this video at like 1 in the morning. I was just scrolling through the LEGO site and I was about to go to bed. And then I saw that LEGO had just dumped these on the website once again without a press release. So very strange behavior from them. But this is my very first time like looking at these sets. Like I just caught a brief glimpse of them when I was like, whoa, what are those things like under the Avatar sub theme? So we're gonna get to go through them for the first time all together, and you guys will get my full unfiltered thoughts. I'm really like I haven't bought any of the Avatar sets yet, but I'm really excited to. I'm really looking forward to buying them. I'm just waiting to get them at a better price. And I am happy to see that there are some cheaper sets in this wave. So starting things off, we have the Ilu Discovery. I might be pronouncing names wrong because like there have been like no words spoken in like the one trailer release so far, so I don't really know what's going on. This set is going to cost $25. All of these are coming out January 1st, 2023 to coincide with the new movie. This one has 179 pieces. And it seems to be pretty interesting right off the bat. I like that we get two figures. Love the use of the medium legs. That's really cool. And I do like that LEGO is continuing, even in small $20 sets, to give you stands with these builds. So this is what I'm guessing is the Ilu. It's one of like the new Pandoran sea creatures. I have to say, like I rewatched the first Avatar movie in theaters like a month ago when it came out again. I really liked it because I had not seen it since I was 9, and I'm very excited about the second movie because I love underwater stuff in general, and that's why I'm so excited about these LEGO sets in particular. So our two Navi are Tisseria and Took. I'm guessing Took is like Jake's kid, but Tisseria looks like one of the like water Navi. But I think that this set looks pretty good. We have a new mold, it looks like, for the Ilu's head, and then like kind of vinyl pieces for the wings. It looks really interesting. It's just got like little flippers. And I like the coral reef like build. It just seems to be like a little bit basic. Like I really love the fish. I just okay, never mind. I was gonna say I don't love like how blocky like the slopes and stuff are, but I think it's just like this section that I don't like. Everything else looks pretty good to me. And again, like I think that there are new. That's definitely a new hair mold for him. I don't think Tisseria has a new hair mold. But it's great to see like Lego investing so much in the Avatar theme, and I think that this is a great little $25 set for people that just want to try out the theme but don't want to commit to a larger product. Next up, we've got the Skimwing Adventure, another pretty cheap set at $35. It has 259 pieces and 2 Navi figures. The price per part ratios on all of these sets aren't that great, but I think we can let it slide a little bit because they do like pretty much all have like brand new molds for the animals, and of course the Navi are much larger than your average minifigure. So this creature we have seen in the trailer. That was like kind of one of the final shots in the teaser trailer of this thing like coming out of the water, and I thought it looked really cool. But right off the bat, I can already see some things about this build that I don't love. The things I do love are the heads. I far prefer molded Lego creatures to brick built ones, but I do think that like this compromise, like doing molded heads and brick built bodies, I think it works most of the time. I don't think it works very well here. I think it looks very awkwardly segmented. I think this it might just be the angle, so we'll see when we get to other angles. But like I can tell you right now, the tail looks completely robotic to me. Like the texture of these pieces and like the Technic pieces, like it just makes it look very robotic, like towards the tail, and the body seems very unnatural as well. So I'm not thrilled about that so far. We've got Tonowari and Jake Sully in this set. Oh, I didn't realize that that's Jake. Interesting new hair. I mean, I guess he is like, 10, 15 years older. Tonowari, again, seems to be one of like the water Navi because of the lighter skin color. I'm sure they'll be called something specific in the movie that I just don't know yet. That is a much better shot of this thing. I think it looks better on there. And I do have to say, I love the box art for these sets. Like, it looks, again, very lush, and, like, with the underwater stuff, it looks really, really cool. So let's take a look at the 360-degree video. The reef sections, again, they're very small and basic, but they look pretty decent. Okay, see, that's cool. Like, this looks like a butterfly, like a water butterfly or something. That's a nice shot. I really like those wings, and I like its body from this angle. But yeah, like from this lower angle, I don't think Lego's doing it any favors, and I still don't think the tail is a great build. Is this set worth $35? I'm tempted to say no. This does not seem like a $35 set to me. It seems like a $25 to $30 set. Because, like, this thing seems to be decently large, but remember, it's only got 250 pieces, and yeah, price per part ratio isn't everything, but to me, the finished size of this thing, like, look at one of those Navi. That thing's probably like 3 inches tall. Like, to me, this seems like a $30 set maximum, but definitely not 35. So I would have liked to have seen it like just a tiny bit cheaper. This is like a curiously low quality image for Lego to have put on the site. But yeah, like as you can see, like in that child's hand, forget 30. In that child's hand, yeah, 25. Yeah, no, that thing is smaller than I expected for sure. But again, I really like how they're including like things so that you can display the figures. Like this, like that is perfect to me. I love how you can display all of these sets, even though they aren't like necessarily meant for adults. Next up, we've got the Mako Submarine, which is going to be $60, and it has 553 pieces, so already a slightly better price per part ratio. But just first impressions, not having gone into anything yet, I think it does look a little bit small for the price. And to be fair, Lego sets are just kind of trending smaller now anyway because of how detailed they are. And I can, again, already tell right off the bat, I like the coral reef sections in this set a lot better than the previous two. And that is because, it's a bigger set, so it can have more pieces, but like everything going on with the reefs, like this is really speaking to me. I really love like the vegetation here. We've got purple like baseball bats, we've got the glow in the dark crowns. We even have like cupcake holder pieces and like teal bananas. Like, yeah, like this is great parts usage, and I really, really like this. We also have the Stingray mold with a new print, so that's pretty cool. And then, of course, we have this giant submarine itself. And I still stand by the fact that I think it's a little bit small for $60. Like, you can see that seems to be like that's a normal size minifigure, so you can see like you can get a good estimate of the size of this thing. And I'll tell you right now, this seems like a $40 set. Like the submarine seems like a $35 to $40 set. So with the coral reefs, I could see 50, but I'm not seeing 60 yet. This is gorgeous box art, like fully underwater. This is really nice. Like if I only keep one box from this wave, so far this is the one I would be keeping, but we do have two more sets to look at still. Let's see what characters we get in this set. Netayam, I don't know, that might be one of the kids. Ao Nung, that's again like one of the water Navi. RDA Quaritch, so this does confirm what James Cameron has said, which is that Quaritch is not dead. So I guess it's a little spoiler, but again, they're publicly revealing it before the movie. Quaritch is not dead. He was the villain of the first Avatar movie. I think he was put into a Na'vi body like against his will, so I'm very interested in seeing how that shakes out. And then this is Spider, a human kid that I believe Jake and Neytiri adopt. So that's pretty interesting. Love getting that hairpiece again. I don't know if that's a new color for it, but it just isn't used a lot. Quaritch looks really mad at being a Na'vi, so that's kind of funny. I'm excited to see like how that shakes out. And there is a brand new like bow mold. I forgot to mention that, but I did notice it, and I do like. I'm assuming it's like spring loaded or something. But I do like how it still looks like a regular Lego bow. Like the bow parts, like that's the same as Lego's regular mold. They've just like added this new like middle arrow part. So I do think that's pretty cool. 360 video. Okay, this thing's looking a little bit bigger from the side. Okay. I really like the propellers. I do like the military theming of these vehicles. I do not want military vehicles in Lego. I'm very happy with them not including like realistic warfare in sets. But it is cool when we get stuff like this. And I do really like the builds for the RDA stuff in the Avatar sets that have already been released as well, just because they are very dense. And that's the thing, like I think especially in the Avatar sets, like the pieces, like there's a lot of pieces and things that don't seem that big just because they're built in a really dense manner. And so I am getting the same sense from this submarine. But again, like more like clear pieces to be posing up figures, so that is really, really nice. Like this set, again, like, I'm just so impressed at how display worthy all of these sets are, because like I'm just going to be displaying them anyway, but I'm really glad that Lego includes so many stands and stuff for me to do that. I really can't wait to get sets like the sets that Lego's already released, but I'm not paying the prices, so I just want to try getting them on sale in like December after I see the new movie. So we have a little cave here that looks decent. Like I said, I mean I already talked about the vegetation, but yeah, I think that these reefs are way better than the ones in the smaller sets. And then, yeah, very tight quarters here for the submarine cockpits. Looks like Quaritch is lying on his stomach, and then the human will be sitting at the top. I wonder why Jake's child is working with Navi Quaritch. It's kind of interesting. And then here's a good look at the minifigures. I do like the hairpiece on this guy. Quaritch again. Oh, okay. I like this. I like this a lot. So these guys are using regular minifigure legs and regular minifigure arms, even though they're still Navi. So I like that. So it seems like young adults are using the medium legs because we did see Navi with medium legs in the first set. Then the teenagers are using just regular minifigure parts, and then the adults are using like the long arms and the long legs. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Like I like the height differences and everything. So, so yeah, no complaints here. I think that that all looks pretty good. This looks terrible though. Quaritch's tail. Print that shit, Lego. Like, excuse my language, but we know Lego can print that piece, and they've done it in the past, so they should definitely still be doing it. But yeah, I do think that out of the three sets we've seen so far, I think this one might be my favorite. And now we come to the two sets that are available for pre-order now. This is the Metkayina Reef home, 528 pieces for $80. Right off the bat, no. I can already tell based on this picture, no. This is not an $80 set, Lego. Don't kid yourself. Maybe 70, maybe 60. 60 seems more like it, because honestly, I do not see a lot to this set besides some vinyl pieces. So this is basically the Avatar version of the Ewok village to me, like at first impression. I know houses were like villages were built like this in real human history, you know, like on stilts, like out in the water, connected by like bridges and stuff. So I really like that aspect of it. But obviously, because it's Lego and it's not actually underwater, it looks like trees, so it does look like the Ewok village. And the reason why this set is not worth $80 is the way that these are built. These are just huge glossy pieces and small ugly rock pieces. Like if like all like of these like wood like trunks and rocks were fully built up, I could maybe understand an $80 price point. But with just like large pieces making up these things with no texture whatsoever, no stickers or anything even. Do the Avatar sets do stickers? Yeah, they do stickers. But it seems like they're kind of light on stickers from what I've seen. Like, or this set particularly seems light on stickers. But like they could have done something to these. Yeah, like even by putting stickers on them, they could have added like a little bit of decoration or texture or like anything. So I'm not impressed with that at all. Transparent clips. That's pretty interesting. I like that. I'm guessing for putting the fish on. Looks like a couple minifigures. I think that's Neytiri, so we'll take a closer look at those. I do like these vinyl pieces that create this kind of tent-like covering, but like there doesn't seem to be a lot of value here. Like it's just kind of like three pillars and like some plates. Like I'm not very impressed. This is pretty nice box art, but yeah, I think I'm not seeing $80 of value here at all. So we have Ronald. This I believe is Kate Winslet's character, like the one that's pregnant in the trailer. Like that's what I think she is, because it seems like she has kind of a round belly, and then like she's wearing that shell on her face. So I think she's going to be like very important. Then Tonowari again, but like a different variant. And then Neytiri and Kiri. And I think that Kiri is their other child, because I think Jake and Neytiri have three children. I do like that new hairpiece a lot for her. Is Kiri a her? I can't tell. For them. So I like that. As for the rest of the build, yeah, no. Just no. Why is this $80? Like you can tell. Like there is some cool stuff going on with the reef. There are some cool accessories. Like we've got the fish, we've got like the little like cooking areas. And like I said, I do like the hut, but where is there $80 worth of value here? I do not see it. I'm actually very disappointed in the price of this set. Because to me, most of the Avatar sets are like $5 to $10 overpriced, like in my opinion. This one I think is like $30 overpriced. To me, this looks like a $50 set, and then because it's Avatar, make it 60. But 80, this is like it's just too much. So, not impressed. I do like the orange fish though, because I don't think we get enough orange fish. I like these like little like sea cucumber like builds, and I do like that the whole thing reminds me of the Ewok village, because I never got the Ewok village. And I do want to get all these Avatar sets. I probably shouldn't because of space issues, and money. But I don't. But I mean, I want to collect like all the sets in this theme because they are so unique. But this is one that I'm probably gonna skip unless I can get it on sale because yeah, like this is not worth $80 whatsoever. This is like an insult for that kind of money. So right off the bat, I think that this is the set that I'm looking forward to the most because it's a giant Lego whale and that is so cool. I want Lego to do giant animals like this. Like where's my Brachiosaurus Lego? Like come on. And so if they're willing to do stuff like this, I hope that we're going to get stuff like that eventually. So this is Payakan the Tulkun and Crab Suit. So this is giving me like the what was it called, the Torok Makto like vibes, right? Where like you became Torok Makto if you could train like the big flying banshee. That's what this reminds me of, honestly. It's $100, 761 pieces. Again, not a great price per part ratio. I thought that this was available for pre-order, but in fact it is not. So that's kind of interesting. Um, and yeah, it's weird. Like it is extremely odd that the front half of this is like gigantic molded pieces, like even bigger than the pieces that Lego makes for the dinosaurs, and then the rest of it is brick built. It's very odd to me. I don't think it entirely works because like when I first saw images of this thing, like when I was just scrolling through really fast, I thought that it was entirely molded, which like broke my mind a little bit. So I think it makes sense that it's not entirely molded. But my question is, why is this like why is any of this molded? Like honestly, like this is a large enough scale that I feel like you easily could have brick built everything I'm looking at here. So I'm kind of questioning the need for that. Also, only three minifigures in a $100 set. That is absolute crap. That is so stupid. Never mind. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Really cool box art though. I love the way the whale looks, or the Pandoran whale, I guess. We've got the crab suit diver, so not even named character. Then we have Loak and Tesseria again. I think Loak was he in another set? I'm not sure. But yeah, so this set, very disappointing minifigure selection. You get an unnamed human character, and you don't get Jake or Neytiri, and I feel like they are still pretty big characters in this movie. And so to not get either of them in a $100 set, and for it to be a $100 set with only three figures, I think that that is extremely weak. Moving on to the video. I mean, this thing is a pretty decent size. I just think it is super awkward that like so much of it is molded. The crab suit looks interesting. I haven't really been focusing on that. Looks like there are new molds for these like tendrils as well. I like those. And I do like how fluid the build is. Like the brick building does look pretty good. It's just like the only reason why it's awkward is that like the brick building it still has, you know, like these notches, it still has studs, it's still Lego. And when you get into something that huge and molded, it does start to look non-Lego like, which doesn't necessarily bother me because, like I said, I am a big fan of molded Lego animals. It's just that, like, pick a lane. Like, you can't have something this big be half molded and half brick built, especially when it's this large. You easily could have done that head brick built. I think. Like, I don't think there was any reason to make it molded. It still looks cool though. Holy cow! What it? Okay, okay, never mind. I see why they molded it. Um, I guess this is how its mouth opens in the movie. Like the sides open out. Like this kind of reminds me of like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. Um, I see why Lego molded this now. You could not achieve this function if it was brick built, and I guess it's not all one mold because this bottom part is actually an existing Lego piece that was just so seamlessly integrated that it looked like part of the mold. Okay, so I'm willing to give them a little bit of a pass now because yeah, you cannot achieve these kind of curves interlocking with each other that seamlessly through the use of a mold. Like I did notice a seam here, but I thought that that was just like a seam in the mold. Like you know how Lego dinosaurs like they have seams in the mold because like they are like separate molds that are then like glued together at the factory. That's what I thought I was seeing here. Like I thought that this was going to be two molds, like one for like this whole chunk and then one for like the lower jaw. But no, it opens its mouth like a Demogorgon. So that is freaking awesome. I still feel like maybe they could have brick built like a little bit more here because like this chunk is still very very molded. But but that's just awesome. That is a really really cool feature. The crab suit is very compact. I like how small and like realistically scaled the RDA vehicles are. So no real complaints there. I think it looks good. Little coral reef, again, a surprisingly low quality image from Lego here. Don't know why they're slipping like that. Like, see, like this is the kind of quality I expect from their close-ups. But yeah, like this crab suit, like this looks like a, I want to say $10 build, but I think it has a lot of pieces in it, so I'll give it like $15 of value. But I don't really think I'm seeing $100 here. These minifigures look okay, but I mean, like they're definitely not anything special for a set of this caliber. Um, and that's a nice angle for the whale. And again, I do like that you can display them on the coral reefs. That's awesome. But let's see. Okay, I mean the whale thing. Oh, the crab thing is bigger than I thought. Okay, fine. Like I would give that, like that could be a $20 set. Like paired with like that little like bit of like reef, that could be a $20 set. But then the question is the whale worth $80? And to me, not really. To me, I would say that that whale is worth like, let's say 60 because of the new mold. I mean, we could even say 70. Then it's still a $90 set. Like to me, the set is not worth $100, especially not with 3 minifigures. If this set had 5 to 6 minifigures, and like I'm talking Navi, like with the new molds, I think that it would be worth $100 if it had like 5 Navi and 1 human guy. But yeah, 2 Navi, neither of them are the main characters from the first movie, who granted could be less important in this one. So like maybe like that's something that I'm not understanding. But to me, looking at this set, we don't have either of the main characters that we know and love. We have one of the minifigures is just an unnamed pilot, and the builds are not worth $100. So it's a little bit disappointing, but I do think that the build is really cool. Like to me, this isn't as disappointing as the last set. So I'm still excited for this one. Like I want this to be a day one purchase for me. I just don't think it will be because of how expensive it is. Um, but overall, I'm like really, really excited for the new Avatar sets. Because yeah, if you like navigate over to the Avatar theme on Lego.com, like I was just looking at the existing sets because I was trying to find something to buy to get the new gift with purchases today. And then, oh sorry, the Skimwing is the other set that's available for pre-order. Um, and then like I just started, like I kept scrolling and I saw these things and I'm like, what's this? And then I was like, oh crap, I need to do a video. So I mean, I think that these sets are kind of cooler than what we already saw because I do like underwater creatures, and 3 of these sets are creature builds. The only one that I really don't like is the reef home, and I hate saying that because I think it's such a cool concept. I just don't think it was executed well, or not even executed well. Maybe that's exactly what it looks like in the movie. I just think it's a poor build for that price. So everything else seems to be like okay priced. Like a couple of these are like a tad expensive, like these two in particular for me. But I'm telling you right now, I think the submarine and then like the 2 smaller sets are going to be day one buys for me, and I'm really excited to get into these Avatar sets and like see what they're all about. And I lied; they will not be day one buys for me because on January 1st I will not be in the U.S. or Canada. I'm going to be traveling, so I might not end up getting these guys until like February. But yeah, I'm really excited for them. So let me know what you guys think about these Avatar: The Way of Water sets. Thank you if you've watched all the way to the end of this video because I know it was long. But that's it for today, so don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And check out my website, goldenninja3000.com. I will see you guys in more videos soon. Bye for now.